Hello and a very warm welcome to each and every one of you tuning in today. We are absolutely delighted to have you here, and I want to take this very special moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to all our new viewers, our loyal subscribers, and everyone who is joining this journey with us right now. This video is not just a simple start, it is the beginning of a meaningful connection between you and this channel. So let's get it started. The 1997 50 pence coin of the United Kingdom, featuring Queen Elizabeth II, stands as one of the most historically significant and numismatically intriguing issues within the modern British decimal coinage system, not merely because of its year of issue but because of the profound transition that occurred in the 50 pence series during that very year. The original large-sized 50 pence coin, first introduced in 1969, had a diameter of 30.0 millimeters and a weight of 13.5 grams, and it had served as the highest value decimal coin for nearly 3 decades. However, by the mid-1990s, the British public, businesses, and the Royal Mint began to find it bulky, inconvenient for wallets and purses, and somewhat impractical for modern vending and cash handling systems. After consultations, studies, and trials, the decision was made to introduce a smaller, lighter version of the 50 pence coin, and 1997 became the landmark year in which this change took place. Early in the year, the larger-sized 50p coins were still in use, but by September 1997, the new smaller-sized version was released into circulation, featuring the same equilateral curve heptagon shape as its predecessor, 7-sided curved design with a constant diameter across all angles, but now with a reduced diameter of 27.3 millimeters and a lighter weight of 8.0 grams, maintaining the same distinctive shape to ensure machine compatibility while improving everyday usability. Thus, 1997 is unique in that it is the only year where both the large and small sizes of the 50 pence coin exist, creating a fascinating duality in the series for that year. The coin is struck in cupronickel, 75% copper, 25% nickel, ensuring durability and corrosion resistance, and was minted at the Royal Mint's Llantrisant facility in South Wales. The obverse of the 1997 50 pence coin features the third definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Makhlouf, which had been introduced in 1985 and was used until 1997 for circulating coinage. In this portrait, the Queen is depicted wearing the George IV state diadem, a regal headpiece worn for state openings of Parliament, and the depiction includes her shoulders, with a more formal and slightly idealized presentation compared to the earlier Arnold Machen portrait. Surrounding this effigy is the Latin inscription, Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 1997, an abbreviation of Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina Fidei Defensatrix, which translates to, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith, a traditional and centuries-old legend that underscores the constitutional and religious roles of the monarch. The reverse design of the 1997 50 pence coin at that time still carried Christopher Ironside's original seated Britannia design, first used on the denomination in 1969, which features Britannia seated beside a lion, holding a trident in one hand and an olive branch in the other, with a shield bearing the Union flag resting at her side, symbolizing Britain's maritime strength, peacekeeping aspiration, and unity. The denomination, 50 pence, is inscribed along the upper periphery, with no numeral, 50, present in that design, as the words themselves conveyed the value. It would not be until 2008 that the 50 pence would adopt the Matthew Dent Royal Shield reverse design. The 1997 issue, therefore, is historically important not only because of the size reduction but also because it represents the final circulating year of the original larger flawn and the inaugural year of the smaller coin, making it a transitional issue that is highly regarded among collectors who aim to assemble typesets or complete chronological collections. From a mintage perspective, the large-sized version saw its final production in early 1997 with tens of millions struck, while the smaller-sized version entered mass production in the latter part of the year, with both being legal tender concurrently for a transitional period before the larger coin was fully withdrawn from circulation in 1998. The Royal Mint facilitated an exchange program allowing the public to swap their old larger 50-pence coins for the new smaller ones, though many of the larger coins were melted down, making well-preserved examples from that final year increasingly sought after in high grades. For collectors, the 1997 50-pence coin exists in multiple forms: standard circulation strikes, brilliant uncirculated issues, and proof editions both in base metal and precious metals such as silver proof. These were included in annual sets, presentation packs, and special collector offerings, often showcasing superior strike quality, sharper details, and polished fields. The condition of a 1997 50-pence coin plays a significant role in its value. Circulated coins generally hold only modest premiums over face value, but uncirculated and proof specimens, particularly the large-size final issues, can command higher prices due to their numismatic significance. The historical context of the coin is equally important. 1997 was a notable year in British history, marking the end of an era politically with the transition from the long Conservative government under John Major to the Labour government under Tony Blair, the death of Diana, Princess of Wales, and a period of rapid social and technological change leading into the millennium. Economically, the UK was experiencing growth and stabilization, and the decision to resize the 50-pence coin reflected a modernization effort aimed at creating a more efficient and user-friendly coinage system in an era before the widespread dominance of contactless and digital payments. The technical considerations for the smaller coin ensured that its shape remained a constant width heptagon to maintain compatibility with vending machines, parking meters, and coin-operated devices, preventing disruption to commerce. In terms of artistic heritage, the use of Ironside's Britannia in 1997 marked one of the last standard circulating appearances of that iconic symbol on a 50-pence coin before commemorative designs became more frequent and before the Shield series redefined the standard reverse. No major minting errors of national renown are associated with the 1997 issue, although, as with many coins, minor misstrikes, die cracks, and off-center strikes can occasionally be found and are prized among error collectors. The legacy of the 1997 50-pence is therefore multifaceted. It is a milestone in the physical evolution of British coinage, a representative of a changing cultural and political landscape, and an object of continuing numismatic study for those interested in transitional coinage periods. Over time, both the large and small 1997 coins have developed a patina reflective of their circulation, with the cupronical alloy dulling under wear yet preserving design elements remarkably well when properly stored. For historians and collectors alike, the coin is a tangible marker of the United Kingdom's adaptive approach to currency design and the enduring presence of Queen Elizabeth II's likeness, which, in the case of this year, would soon transition to the fourth portrait by Ian Rank Broadley in 1998, closing the Makloof era definitively. Thus, the 1997 50-pence coin is not merely a medium of exchange but a piece of living history, encapsulating a year of change in British society, numismatics, and royal portraiture, and it remains a cornerstone in any serious collection of modern UK coinage. The 2014 50-pence coin of the United Kingdom, bearing the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, belongs to a period in British coinage marked by a vibrant mix of standard circulation issues and a flourishing of commemorative designs that made the 50p denomination one of the most diverse and popular among collectors. By 2014, the smaller, lighter version of the 50-pence coin introduced in 1997 had been firmly established in the United Kingdom's monetary system, with its reduced diameter of 27.3 mm, weight of 8 grams, and its iconic equilateral curve heptagon shape, a design allowing the coin to roll smoothly in vending machines despite its 7-sided outline and to be easily distinguishable by touch. The coin is composed of cupronical, 75% copper and 25% nickel, a durable and corrosion-resistant alloy that has ensured its longevity in circulation. The obverse of the 2014 issue features the fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley FRBs, which was introduced in 1998 and used until 2015. In this portrait, the Queen is shown wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, facing right, with a more realistic and unidealized depiction compared to previous effigies, highlighting her age with visible lines and a dignified, mature expression. The inscription encircling the portrait reads, Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 2014, which expands to Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina Fidei Defensitrix, meaning, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith, a traditional legend linking modern coinage with centuries of royal titulature. The reverse design of the standard 2014 50 pence coin features the Matthew Dent Royal Shield motif, introduced in 2008 to unify the designs of all circulating UK coins, 1p through £1, into one coherent heraldic image when placed together. On the 50 pence coin, this design shows the lower portion of the Royal Shield of Arms, with the denomination, 50 pence, inscribed below the shield. This standard design replaced the long-standing seated Britannia motif that had adorned the 50 pence coins since its introduction in 1969. However, 2014 was also a significant year in the 50 pence series due to the presence of multiple commemorative issues alongside the standard circulation piece. Among the most notable commemorative designs released in 2014 were the Glasgow 2014 Commonwealth Games 50p coin, designed by Alex Loudon and Dan Flashman, featuring a cyclist and athlete alongside the saltire and the logo of the Games, and the Benjamin Britten commemorative 50p, designed to celebrate the centenary of the famous British composer's birth 1913-2013, but released for general circulation in 2014, featuring his name integrated into a musical stave and the inscription, Blow Bugle Blow. These commemorative versions, struck in various mintages for circulation, brilliant uncirculated sets, and collector editions including silver proof and gold proof added to the 2014 50 pence coins appeal to the growing collector community. In terms of mintage, the standard Royal Shield design 50 pence coin of 2014 was produced in significant numbers, making it relatively common in everyday transactions, while the commemorative designs had more limited mintages, especially in uncirculated and proof formats, thus carrying higher collector value. The Royal Mint, based in Llantrisant, South Wales, handled the production, employing advanced minting techniques including precision die engraving and high-speed striking to meet both circulation and collector demands. The 50p denomination by this period had become the flagship coin for UK commemoratives, frequently used to celebrate historical events, cultural achievements, and anniversaries, which contributed to a surge in public interest in coin collecting, particularly after the success of earlier series such as the 2012 London Olympics 50p coins. Economically, the coin circulated during a time when the UK economy was recovering from the global financial crisis of 2008-2009, with gradual growth and the increasing prevalence of electronic payments, yet coins still played a vital role in daily commerce, especially for small transactions, transport fares, and vending machines. The cupronical composition ensured its resistance to wear and tarnish, though coins in active circulation tend to develop surface scratches, loss of original luster, and softening of the shield's finer lines over time. For numismatists, the 2014 50 pence coin is interesting for several reasons. It belongs to the rank broadly portrait era, it reflects the ongoing use of the Royal Shield series, and it coexists with commemorative issues that form part of popular modern collections. Error coins from 2014 are rare, but examples with off-center strikes, die cracks, or weak strikes can occasionally be found and may attract premium value in specialist markets. The standard 2014 50 pence coin in circulated condition typically holds only its face value or slightly above, while uncirculated or brilliant uncirculated examples, especially in official Royal Mint packaging, fetch modest premiums. Proof versions, particularly silver proof or pied-for double thickness editions of the commemorative designs, can command significantly higher prices among collectors due to their low mintage and high-quality finish. Historically, the 2014 50 pence coin also sits at the threshold of change. It was one of the last years to bear the rank broadly portrait before the introduction of the fifth definitive portrait by Jody Clark in 2015, marking another transition in royal imagery on British coinage. From a cultural perspective, the coin represents a period when British numismatics embraced both tradition and modernity, retaining the heraldic shield and Latin inscriptions while celebrating contemporary achievements and events through its commemorative variants. The enduring equilateral curve heptagon shape, first pioneered in 1969 for the original 50 pence, continued to serve its purpose effectively, allowing tactile recognition for the visually impaired and mechanical compatibility with cash handling systems. For collectors assembling complete date runs of the 50 pence series, the 2014 issue is essential, and its commemorative counterparts, particularly the Benjamin Britten and Commonwealth Games coins, are sought after for their thematic significance. Over the years, these coins have become part of the broader narrative of how the 50p evolved from a large, utilitarian coin to a versatile platform for artistic, historical, and cultural expression in the 21st century. Thus, the 2014 50 pence coin is not merely a medium of exchange but a tangible artifact of its era, encapsulating the economic conditions, artistic trends, and minting practices of mid-2010s Britain, and it continues to circulate today as a familiar piece of British change, connecting daily commerce with a deeper story of national identity and numismatic heritage.